Hi guys, welcome back to Lana Kimaru. Thank you for sticking around and for watching my videos, for subscribing. It's yet another episode of Everyday Unpopular Opinions, and today we're going to be talking about why we need to rethink degrees. Put up your hand if you have a degree, if you have a certificate, if you have a diploma. I see you, all of you. Yeah, so nothing against all that. Very good education, extremely important. But I don't know about other countries, but in Kenya, degrees or these educational papers have almost become a scam. First, there are no jobs, all right? And if there are jobs, the little jobs or the few jobs that are there, there's a lot of people. It's like every year over 500,000 people graduate from colleges, universities, and all that. And the number of jobs that are there is definitely a fraction of the people who actually graduate. So where does the rest of everyone, where is the other crew, where are people, where are we? And a lot of times, I remember when we were growing up, we used to be told, oh, work hard, do this and this, and go to a university, get a degree, or go to wherever, get a diploma and a certificate and all that. But when you come out here, that is when you clear uni or college and you are now in the job market, things began to be more, you start seeing things in a totally different way, and it really sucks. Trust me, it sucks. Okay, I know of friends of mine who've been in and out of jobs since we cleared uni a couple of years back. It's like they get a contract for 6 months, the next 6 months they're out of a job, or others have never even been stable and stuff like that. Yet when you're in school, it seems like all rosy to get a degree and be out there and just do life. And we have all these grand plans. We are like, when I finish, I will have a big house, I will have a land, children, and stuff like that. But the reality on the ground is totally different, trust me. So a degrees or certificates a scam? For me, I feel to some extent they are. And I think we need to rethink this whole idea. I have worked with young kids and also with young adults, and this question keeps coming up. When you try to talk to them, they are so fixated on the idea of, because that's how we are groomed even as we grow up, or the idea of, oh, I need to finish school, I need to go to campus, I need to do blah 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 blah. But when you actually look at their grades, like for example, when somebody is in high school in Form 2 and all they're getting, for example, is almost E's and D's and whatever, I know the biggest room for change or whatever, or for improvement is always out there in the universe. But at the end of the day, can we be realistic? This kid, for example, their strength is definitely on academics. It's not definitely on academics, it's on something else. Why are we not helping children nurture other skills that would potentially actually help them make the money when they're out of school? I have always had this thing of people saying, oh, just go out there, do your degree, your diploma, your certificate, and then once you're done, just put the degree on the table or in a cabinet somewhere and hustle like a dropout. Is that necessary? And that is what is currently happening. A lot of people go to school, they come out of school, and what they're doing out here is they're hustling as if they did not attend any class. And the funny thing is that a lot of times parents spend a lot of money, a lot of investment. Others sell their cows, their land, their cars to actually put you through university, But at the end of the day, you get out, you are at home, you are depressed, your parent is depressed, and then you see those things that did not look so rosy or fancy. This is when your parent or yourself, you're like, by the way, instead of staying home for so long, maybe I could just go to the salon and help the owner of the salon to plait people's hair. And once I help them, maybe at the end of the day, I'll come back home with 200 shillings. Question is, you did not need to go to a university, waste 4 years of your life so that you can come out here to plait people. Plating is a skill, and I'm not downplaying these skills. Actually, I advocate for them because I teach people these alternative ways of making income apart from what historically we've been conditioned to think that sitting in an office, having the corner chair or the corner office or whatever is what will make us progressive or progress. So you don't need to go to uni to spend 4 years and come back out here to start plaiting people's hair. This is something when you were done with high school, you could have easily sat down at the salon for like 6 months and become an apprentice, or go to a school that offers such, and within 6 months or maximum a year, you are so skilled that you can actually come out here and do that. Another alternative skill could be something like doing manicures and pedicures. People out here are making a lot of money using that, and those are skills that you do not have to spend too much money on or too much time on, killing time at the uni. I remember when I was in uni, lecturers used to miss classes, people used to be frustrated, you're just out there, you have a lot of time to kill, and a lot of things are not happening. It's sadly the state of things in our country. So I mean, the question is, do we really need to go through all these, whether it's 2 years or 4 years of schooling, and then you start hustling as if you are not even in that school? And I know there's a lot of factors that play into it, but for me, I think it's a total waste of time, and it's not working for a lot of people. That's the reality on the ground. I know a friend of a friend who did not go like to mainstream uni. They got into some program where they were able to be taught coding, and I don't think it took them 2 years. It was like, I think a year or less than 2 years, and they've become so good at it. And right now the money they make is way much than a lot of people who've gone to universities and wasted their 4 years, because we need to recalibrate our minds, to rethink this whole situation. And I feel like even a lot of times parents my observation from working with young people is that a lot of times people are so unprepared. Sometimes they even don't know what they want. So we rely on, once we are done with high school, we rely on external factors. It could be parents, it could be our relatives, to kind of help us figure out what we want to do with our own lives. So in the first place, that's where the system is failing us, because no one teaches you how to go around career selection or whatever. Excuse me. So no one teaches you how to go around about selecting your career of choice and stuff like that from a young age. So when you're done with high school is when it's like it's like umeshtukia tu, and now at that particular time you have to figure it out. You need to know, what do I do? And you have to rely on people giving you this information, and sometimes you make the wrong choice and you go to uni and spend your 4 years, and after 4 years is when you realize, oh my goodness, this is not what I want, this is not who I was meant to be. And for example, maybe the things you were told in the job market, you'll come and find a job because it's easy. You come and realize, by the time I was in uni for the 4 years, a lot more other people had done this, and now the job market is saturated. You see what I mean? So for me, what I think is, from a very young age, we need to start grooming our kids to think outside the box, to encourage them to pursue things they have, like their strengths. It could be their talent. They are good kids who are good artists. There are kids who are good athletes. There are kids who can do any extraordinary stuff. There are kids who can even learn coding as young as, oh my goodness, like the program I have been running, we've been teaching very young kids, like 5-7-year-olds, how to code. Imagine if at such a tender age your child was exposed to all these kind of things. By the time even they get to 18 years, when they're supposed to decide maybe a career path they wanna pursue, they already kinda know, because they've been exposed to a lot of stuff, and their mind is full of imagination, and now they may even not even need your help, because you are able to expose them to all these kind of things. They've been able to even work on their strengths. You see what I mean? Because trust you me, education the way it is, I feel like it's so static. There's no change, and the world has opened up to new possibilities, especially with stuff like the internet. The internet opened the world to, people to a world of possibilities and opportunities. There is unconventional jobs like being a social media manager, being a virtual assistant, freelancing online, things that you don't necessarily need to go to like a conventional school to acquire a certificate to do. Like, for example, I would say for a while I have been working online. I have been working on Upwork and other sites. No one ever asks me to give them my degree. No one ever asks me to give them like my certificate. They just ask, can you write and can you do this, and I provide them with samples of my work. You see what I mean? And I don't think I really needed to do whatever, to go to a big institution for all those years, and maybe all I needed is guidance in this particular whatever. So what I mean is, I think what I'm trying to say in those many words is, we need to rethink education. We need to rethink what are they called? We need to rethink degrees, papers, and all that, because the world has definitely changed, and we need to change, because if we do not, then there's a lot of opportunities our kids or the people in our lives end up missing out on, because they are not able to see them or to reach out to find them, because they actually don't know these exist. And for the idea of having to go to uni for 4 years and just sit around, I feel sad for students in schools. And I feel like if you are currently in uni, what I can encourage you is, start thinking about that extra time that you have. How much can you do with that extra time? And start thinking about, apart from this degree I'm pursuing, what other things am I so good at? What other skills can I learn that can, potentially make me more market ready, or help me get a job out here, or create a job for myself. That's all I have to say. But at the end of the day, we need to rethink these degrees. I feel like each day most of them become as useless as I don't know what, but wow, it's just too much. Anyway, I hope you found this video insightful. Let me know in the comment section what you think about your papers. Are you actually doing what you did in uni? Like, for example, for me, I did a travel and tours degree. Trust you me, I've never worked in the industry except for my internship, and I don't know, maybe in future I might start a business in that path, but for now I am doing something totally different from what I went to school to learn. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until the next one, adios.